So now it's turning out a lot of the boomer liberal power structure is really coming apart. And for a lot of Democrats and Gen X boomers, Gen X liberals, people who you really are dedicated to hating Trump, and you're solidly middle class older people that have been college educated. Maybe a lot of you probably professors, people who worked in the public sector. Now there's a variety of scientific kind of disclosures that are starting to happen. We're getting more and more disclosures of, well, we actually kind of knew this, but a lot of this information was fundamentally just suppressed by fellow scientists. It goes against the ideas of progressives and hippies and things like that, so people just suppress the information. They just said it was bad science. They wouldn't publish the paper. They got the research team. They blackballed them. That kind of thing now is so well known that was it CDC, I believe, has taken on one of the people who was that everybody blackballed because she was right about COVID, certain COVID things, and the COVID vaccine's dangers. She's now, I think, head of the CDC now, if I remember that story right. The whole climate change thing now there's now the disclosures happening of how contrary theories were being suppressed by academia and by like a wide variety of journals. And so now Nature is completely saying this one study that we supported, this was not properly done at all. Its data cannot be substantiated. So this was always the issue with climate change. A lot of the data couldn't be substantiated because not everybody was using the same systems or even accurate systems. So, and then into the amount so that we really understood kind of the mechanisms of the climate. So these pie-eyed ideas were being posited as this is what's going to happen if we don't do this, if we don't do that, if we don't throw tomato soup on paintings and things like that. What we're going to have is the oceans will boil and there'll be no wind. And none of this really held up to even certain scrutiny from physicists. But physicists who said, no, you probably aren't going to see a stop to the trade winds. The planet is moving, and not all layers of air are moving at the same rate. So no, I don't think you guys understand the physics of this. And so now you have, and now the whole COVID thing, the FDA is openly saying that this was, that everything about this looks like another one of these kind of bioweapons research things gone terribly wrong. But even worse than that it looks like it not only went terribly wrong, but that there was already some kind of idea of what the cure would be supposedly being developed, which makes it look even worse. The FDA, the new one of the guys on the board now is saying it looks really like we killed children. So this now is also it was a big part of this was the teachers union for keeping people locked down longer. That's destroyed the blue areas. It's also even destroying the school attendance now of the blue areas. I think in about the next 5 years, we're going to find out. Blue areas also have fundamentally these Gen Alpha kids that nobody can deal with in any way, shape, or form, while red areas don't have the same behavioral issues and have better outcomes as far as education. I think that's my call. I think that that's coming. Everything liberal and boomer has now fallen apart. The sexual revolution has come to the point where now both the sexes are overtly segregating along the lines of sex. And as if this were like 100 and some years ago, or over 100 years ago, really about 100. This is pretty fascinating. Pretty fascinating. I knew it would probably sink into the water before you all passed on, and now it has. All right, later.